pardon me for being a few minutes late to the podcast today. Today is, I've been running around literally for the last 45 minutes doing stuff in the house. Today is like, a heavy tax day, bullshit day where I have to run around and get a bunch of information. I already explained that later tonight. I will not be doing a late stream because of this. Okay, so today is Sunday, the 19th of March, 2023. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Only a one stream day today, meaning no late stream tonight. Why is that? Because I'm trying to finish up my yearly tax filings, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of information, and then I got emails overnight about stuff, and okay, good. Let me work on this and print this out and do this. I'm running up and down stairs. It's complicated. It's annoying. But it is what it is. And I'm going to get it done tonight, hopefully. And then it's done for the whole year, right? That is definitely a good thing. Is when you have a sigh of relief, because that stuff is done for the whole year. You're like, especially if you own your own business, it's a lot more complicated. It's a lot more work. Last year was not very good. And what I mean by that is last year, like, because of some stuff going on, I couldn't do it right away, basically, and there was this ongoing, let's do an extension and shit. And like, oh, God, no. And it was such a pain in the ass. I'm glad I'm going to get it all done basically now. I would much rather just have it be done now and then not have to ever think about it later on in the year, because that's the worst. Like, you think it's all done, and all of a sudden, months later, oh, yeah, I still got to get all this information and that. And you're like, but I'm in the middle of all this other stuff, right? I moved on. No, you're not done. But now, we'll be good. Today, hopefully, everything goes according to plan. Tonight, I'm not streaming, like I said. Sit down and have it all done. Hopefully. All right? So, we'll see. Anyway. No, an extension is not problematic. It's just, here's the problem with doing a tax extension, okay? You do it, and then, like, you don't want to deal with it, right? You're like, move on with everything else. You're like, I got all these plans, we're doing all this other stuff. And then here it is months later. Oh, by the way, we still got to do all this. Like, oh, shit. Don't want to. Not that you don't want to. It's beneficial. It's beneficial when you own your own business to sit down and do all the work, right? Because you have to. Number one, income is super important. You always have to report income properly. That's the biggest thing. People who misreport or underreport their income, that's horrible. You should not be doing that ever. That's the worst. That has to be 100% correct. But then, literally outside of that, anything else you do wrong is going to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't calculate all of the costs associated with things you do during the year, you're just hurting yourself, right? So, having to go through a million different things and get all the numbers right and everything, it's work. It's a pain in the butt, but it's worth doing. So, I complain about it. Yes, when I vent about it, again, this is my podcast, I vent on things, right? I tend to over-exaggerate a bit, but yeah, very much so. Like today, I'm running around, printing out documents, running them down, downstairs to my wife, and coming back upstairs and doing, and I'm like, well, tonight I got to work on this, finish this, and blah, blah, Anyway, that's neither here nor there, but that's the reason why I'm not going to be here tonight on the late stream, okay? So let's talk about what we are